And now you obsessed by yourself a minute from there. Baby, do tell. Tell me if you still love. It's 5 a.m. and I'm right now. Tell me, can we still? One-on-one, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? Telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just a. I know. I lied to way before I had you writing so much. But then again, I can be.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce.
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle and ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had to turn on my vision. Separate myself.
He quit right away. Oh, Lord. He quit right away. Come on, man. Don't quit. Take the fade like a man. Take the fade like a man, bro. Come on, y'all gotta take the fade like a man, man.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up.
I like it.
Washington going up against Atlanta. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline.
Hey, this is a real man right here.
So the elites will get the first possession. Here's Ewing. The rebound by Thurman. And here's Atlanta. Outside, George.
Who's guarding George?
Outside, off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock
This is an ugly ass shot. I knew that one was going.
Out to the right wing. Reed with it.
Yo, who you want guard, bro? That's good.
From deep, George frames the three-pointer.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
And the call will
Oh, my gosh.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now, here is Reed. They set the pick. Shoots from the elbow. Good on the jump shot.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
Oh, what is going on, man?
George, no good.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Thurman. All alone.
Oh, Thurman is tough. Too bad I couldn't get him off the ascension.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive.
Ooh.
Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Bro, we need a shot right now. All right, Wimby. Damn.
It's tipped.
You know, I'm not sure another player combines defense and offense as well as Thurman. The only reason he
Why did that? Okay.
is because so many guys are
I didn't even do that.
to bring the ball anywhere near him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Bro, we just got stumped, bro.
So he gets them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
All right, now my shit is lagging. Like, what the fuck? I can't get a bucket. That's not backcourt?
Now, here is Irving. Lets it go with the three. And the three ball is good. Irving's
bro, I know this is fake, bro. I can't get a bucket. I know this shit is fake.
Yeah, I agree with you. Big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Irving's shot is good.
Displaying intensity right off.
We're going to come back.
Especially on the offensive end.
We're going to come back.
Forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Crabbing me.
Here's Irving. After the Elites pick up 2.
Grab a rebound. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
We coming back. He had a chance to blow me out, man.
How about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc.
Oh, shit. What is Wemby doing, bro?
Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Excellent all-around performance.
About to sell this dude for Taco Fall.
The big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now,
hey, yo, you want a Wemby, bro? I'll give you Wemby for like 200K.
That one falls.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so...
This man is selling.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot.
I mean, I would if I could. I can't just give it to you. I'll put him up.
If he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
God damn. He's cooking me with Kyrie.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that
That's all.
medium range area.
And it's good for 2.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure coach will prefer...
Yo, I can't stop this nigga, bro. Kyrie playing like LeBron James.
Showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message.
Well said, because it really could shift momentum here. I mean, the energy you see from the guys on the bench, when they get pumped up like that, I think everybody gets pumped up.
And so it's Atlanta.
That shit loud as hell.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard.
Terrible first quarter,
Plenty of
terrible.
time left for a comeback. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Irving with the ball.
Bro, I can't drive. I can't pass.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Irving. For 3, Ewing finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this
Hey, yo, what
and
the
this
fuck?
guy can really stretch the floor.
I don't know what this latency is, but I can't stay in front of nobody.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
I was trying to go in for the dunk, but whatever.
George has got his second
He's
basket.
the analog still.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds
Yeah,
of
that's
tricks
good.
up his sleeve.
I used to have that card. I ain't gonna lie, I missed that card.
I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with
That
it.
boy would come off
If
the
it's
bench with
working,
like
keep
20.
working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Timeout called, the Elites. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington.
About to really sell Wemby though, bro. Like, I don't know why he's not even good anymore. It's like they nerfed the shit out of
Greg,
him.
it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense
All right, man, we gotta lock in.
his defense cannot be
What the
overlooked.
fuck?
He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help
No,
take
that's
his
not
game
what I.
to
Okay.
the next level.
Ball from deep three-point territory.
Yeah, they already
Another
decided to
miss by the
win.
Elise.
Like, I can't get nothing.
It's stolen by Mutombo.
This shit lame.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good block.
Adebayo sends it back.
You got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Lopez with the
I
steal.
can't even hear what you're saying, bro.
Ingram wide open.
Nah, I'm not gonna quit. They gonna give me the fucking error code. I mean the ban. I'm not trying to get banned.
This is how confident this young man
This
is.
game ain't over with.
Ingram knows how dangerous he is from deep.
Bro asked me if I'm gonna quit.
Outside, ball. Lets it go from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bulls
I ain't no bitch now.
So far. The Leeds trail by 14. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
They really not letting me hit nothing, bro.
Bird right side to the right side. Back to ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Mutombo, I see what it is. I see what it
The
is.
19-foot.
I see exactly what it is. No, they changed it. What the fuck? No, where's the Nah, bro, they changed it. I hate this 2K. Automatic. Nah, I don't need none of that. I just need. Okay. But where's the? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, maybe that'll do something. Cause I was been supposed to change that.
By 16.
Cause god damn, I'm just watching a layup line.
They continue to put points on the board.
Boy, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's ball.
Oh
It's
yeah,
rebounded by the Elites.
comeback time.
Here's Mutombo. Off target from outside.
And the great
Nigga brought his
shooters
man
know
over there.
when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
What the
Shot
fuck?
game clock separated by 5. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Damn, can I hit one with
Rebounded
Gil?
by Brown. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Ingram
What the
with the
fuck?
steal.
I don't even know how
Pass
that.
to Gilgeous-Alexander.
I can't move, bro.
From deep. And so it's Atlanta. Sitting with a comfortable
Surprisingly,
lead,
we're
up
not
by
even down
14.
by a lot. I thought we was
They've had
going to
such
be down by
great
like
movement and shot selection,
25 plus
and it's
points.
led to a terrific field goal percentage. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
All right, man. Who we bringing in, bro?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the
Bring that
second
boy
half begins
Larry
with
in.
very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Irving. Pass to Thurman. Back to Irving. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses off the right iron. Here's Lopez. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Yo, they keep taunting and all this dumb
To
shit.
stop Lopez. He can be so physical.
Look at
in the
this. Wide
interior,
open,
pretty
bro.
mobile, too.
Nice ball
What's
movement here
going
by
on?
Atlanta.
No, why would he jump?
Korver gets a wide open look.
I can't do anything, bro. Like, they keep putting me out of this fucking play every possession.
Off and running right out the bat here.
What the CPU jump for?
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Atlanta leading by 15. Pass to Thurman. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Korver. Offline from the top of the key. So it's Washington now. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
Washington calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And there's the drive. And Irving throws it down.
Slashing to the rim with so much precision and skill. Irving, nearly impossible to contain when he spots a lane and decides to drive.
Irving surveying the floor. Over Irving. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Atlanta leading by 16. It's stolen by Johnson. And the wide open shot from Duncan. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Duncan's got himself on the board with 3 there. On the wing, George. Fires away from outside. Elites with the rebound. 1:36 left in the third. That bucket in no time at all.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Duncan. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Washington shooting their first free throw of the game.
A towering presence on both ends. Ewing is a nightly double-double threat for his team.
The Leeds trail by 9. Irving for 3. Out to Ingram. It's up a 3. Good, and it's Ewing with the assist that time. Ingram's got 6.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
The shot's good from Irving.
The fire that Irving plays with, I mean, you can feel it. When you make a 3 on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Outside, Ewing. Lock at 6. Out to Ingram. Over George.
Timed it beautifully, and George able to send it back with authority.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. To the inside. Stolen by Ewing. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Ewing.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Elbow shot is on the way. No good. Shot missing. Now Johnson. And on the way from Irving for 3. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Atlanta leads by 7. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Washington. They trail by 7. Here's the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. At one point, they led by 16. Adebayo the screen. They get it back. Second chance shot. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And so, here are the elites. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when I look at Ingram's length and skill set, he reminds me a little of Tayshaun Prince, as well as Kevin Durant. Boy, he has a high ceiling.
Both free throws good for Ingram. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Leeds trail by 7. Pass to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Boy, that's a powerful throwdown by Duncan. He saw an opening there and took full advantage of it.
Inside. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Washington calls timeout. And Washington making a change here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He said, hey, we're still in this thing. We just have to trust each other out there. Be aggressive, stay together, and play as a team. We're coming back and winning this one. Pretty confident words, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers have helped them put points on the board and in their pocket.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by the elites.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Boy, this team relies on and leans into Ewing to deliver in big moments. Not letting them down there. No sirree. That's getting it done.
Outside Irving. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Wembanyama, a screen.
A great athlete and an even better human being. It's easy to love Julius Erving. What he brings to this team and also what he brings to the community.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. Both shots good from the stripe.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The screen from Brown. Fades back. And again, it's Atlanta.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Atlanta making a switch here. .104 left to play in the final quarter. Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by Washington. And here's George for 3. The offensive rebound. Outside Irving. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Bird with it. George picks him up. No good from Bird. Here's Washington now. They're on a 16-7 run. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Well, I tell you, I like Ball's mental makeup for such a young guy. Plays with patience and the wisdom of a 10-year vet, and he produces in every area. Not an A-plus trip to the line, but he did get them the lead.
Ball with a wide-open look. It's good!
Well, I tell you, there's nothing more impressive than seeing a young player keeping his composure in a high-stakes, big-league situation.
Irving. No good. Ball. And it's over. It came down to this one play, and the defense held its ground. What a play. And so the big win by the
GG's, bro.
This win, such a tremendous...
My view from the top of the moon, I can see the whole world sitting in my hand, a maze of view. We finna break the rules, and we gon' make them too. I can't fall asleep, I gotta stand tall, that's what a leader do. Follow me, I'm leading you. Hey, we finna turn up, crank up the heat in here, they finna burn up. Told them I'm coming, I'm here, tell them they time up. I said it once, I'ma say it again, this here be my year. I ain't gon' show no fear, I know that I'm built to equip for what God want me to do. I'm number one out the two, it don't know where I'ma lose. I hate to struggle, but it made me harder. I made it far, but I wanna go farther. This not for me, this for my son.
Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan.
Go.
And it's Richmond to start out. Now Davis. Pass to Reed. Ewing gets the rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Outside Irving. And here's George. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Irving.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Ewing. Fires from deep. They get it again. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Stolen by Ewing. Now here's Irving. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Good D by Payton. And it's Richmond's ball. To the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
And here's Irving. After Paul George getting his 3 to go. Irving can't get it to go. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Barry misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Wembanyama. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
The Elite shooting their first free throw of the contest. Here's Reed. Another 3 for Richmond.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Ball. The 9-foot shot. And he drops that one in. Wembanyama's got 7 points in the game.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your home team. Zion Williamson.
55 seconds left here in the first quarter. Williamson, the screen. The 19-foot shot. The shot by George, no good. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Ball, no good. Duncan left side. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Washington. Trailing by 2. That one goes. Count it.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Williamson, the screen. And it's sent back by Irving. Ball. It's the end of the first with a tie game here. And already these offenses are clicking. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
14.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made 3, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Johnson's got the lead up to 2 now for Washington. Here's Barry. Oh, good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
In the corner, George with it. Back to Mutombo. Lets it fly. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Bird. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Larry Johnson picks one up.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite-level passer.
The Elite's making a switch here.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Washington calls timeout. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing on the board. Lopez outside. Johnson outside. Back to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock.
I hate myself.
The elites again can't hit it.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
From deep, George. It's good from long range. George has got 9.
Oh, that's not a great thing to say. Why do you hate yourself?
To develop that stroke.
Here's
You
Johnson.
trolling?
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Richmond?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And something else that's working for them is ball movement. A lot of their points so far have come as a result of smart play.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander following the three-point attempt by John Wall. And it's blocked. Here's Embiid. Rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Pass to Mutombo. A three-pointer off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Embiid owns the lane.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Embiid the screen. Here's Reed. To the inside. Lets the three fly. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Leads trail by 6. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Drains the three-pointer.
On a dime. Shai got right where he wanted for that shot.
From deep, Wall. A three-pointer is right on target. Wall's got the lead back up to 6 now for Richmond.
Matching baskets from the perimeter.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, now that hurts the defense there. Stylish move by SGA.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Richmond ahead, up 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Washington. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Lopez. Mutombo with the ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Yo, what up, what up?
Now Bird is guarded by Johnson.
We on the road to 200.
And Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
200 wins.
Here's Lopez. There's the drive for the lead. And there's another one for the Elites.
Just taking what the defense allows. I mean, nice recognition there by Lopez.
Hey, bro, you really from VA, bro?
Payton outside. And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous.
What? I didn't even do that shit.
That is his first foul of the game.
This game is like brain dead, bro.
Shot from the inbound.
No block, but he ran into my 7-footer. Crazy.
And superb strength.
Yo, get off me, bro. Like, what you trying to press me for, bro?
And keeping his composure.
Not that nice, man.
Now here's Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 6.
Come on, you gotta dunk that, Larry. You're like one of the best dunkers of all time.
And 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Timeout called here. Richmond decides to talk it over. Payton outside. Pass to Duncan.
That's it. He's just gonna try to do a fader.
Back to Payton.
Look, they leave everybody open, bro. Every single time. Every single time.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
And it's Ingram missing.
Oh, I can't make open shots.
So it's Richmond now.
You just confirmed that I can't make open shots. The game don't want me to make open shots.
Duncan scanning the floor. He takes it in. And that one hits back iron. Ingram
throw that ball, bro.
There's the triple. Rebounded by Richmond.
I ain't gonna lie, the latency is different when you stream on your console.
And they double up James.
I'm about to plug in my Elgato.
Bangs home the trifecta. And it's a 5-point Richmond
Because
lead.
I'm literally getting dropped off by people who are not even good.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
James misses.
I say he gets whatever look he wants.
Leads trail by 3.
That's not a scream, Matumbo.
22 left here in the third quarter. And here's Gilgeous Alexander outside. Connects from
It's that easy, bro. Like, just set the screen.
Duncan outside. From downtown, James.
Wow, they didn't call goaltending?
And this is Matumbo's calling.
That was definitely goaltending, but okay. I'll take it.
Great shots. We'll have
Cheap man's game. Thank you.
Ingram with the steal. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance.
LaMelo Ball.
The offensive rebound.
What's up, break?
The kick out to Ball. And they're moving it up. Here's Reed. Here's Duncan.
Somebody grab that. No, why would you fall? Why would you fall? You idiot. You freaking idiot. Get out. Go to the bench. You going to the bench after this. That's not what we need.
2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Lopez a screen.
We got an up-baller. We got an up-baller.
To pick up the points at the line.
For a 7-footer, Lopez is pretty versatile. You get all the defensive impact you'd expect, but he can also consistently score on all 3 levels.
Hit that, LaMelo. You supposed to take that shit, bro. Hell no. If John Wall ever made that,
The Elites leading.
I'll probably quit the game. Yo, am I really getting double teamed right now? Like, really double teaming?
From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Stolen by Ball.
Oh, they letting me cook. They letting me cook.
Elites lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final
They letting me cook.
Up next on 2K Sports.
They letting me cook right now.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth
they letting me cook right now.
To be a good one.
Okay, I'm pressing the X button.
Richmond trails by 5.
Why does your LaMelo look taller than mine? I don't like that. Ain't nothing I can do. They keep running into my people.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
I hate that. Well, you just run into somebody and then somebody's open. It's not real basketball.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting.
I thought I told you get out the game.
Nice ball movement by Richmond.
Get out the game, Mutombo.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
What the hell about the game, bro?
The Elites leading by 3. Irving drives in. And Embiid with the...
Is he a GOAT card or not?
How about the anticipation from the big fella? Embiid is one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Over to the left wing.
I just want to know, is dude a GOAT card or not?
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama.
He's such a good off-baller. It doesn't matter. Too easy.
Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Timeout call here. Richmond decides to talk it over.
All right, get that guy about the game, too. Get them all about the game.
Themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He said to his guys, we need to push the pace more. Come on, guys, we're at our best when we're attacking in transition. Energy up now.
Good block, my nigga.
Thank you, David.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama.
All right, get off me.
He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
Here's Ewing.
He's too big.
Good work there as it goes. Ewing's got the lead up to 5 now for the Elites. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Washington.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had...
Yo, LaMelo strapping this nigga up, man. Get the ball, Paul.
And Richmond misses again. There's Ball with the 3. Rebounded by Richmond.
Wemby, like, what are you doing, my guy?
2.5 minutes gone.
It's a bad shot.
Well, just doing an excellent job defensively. Using
Not a clear pass foul? Transitional take? I don't know. Nothing? Nothing.
Washington leading now by 5. And it's Ball penetrating.
Yo, good rebound.
1:27 left in the fourth.
Patrick Ewing is wide open.
A nice shot by Ewing.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Takes the 3.
I swear, like, my team don't want to play defense. I don't even know.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered.
LaMelo, bro.
That's what you like to see.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
Pass to Davis. Three-pointer, Payton.
Nah, Gary Payton not that good, bro.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection.
You
sure you want to bring that double team?
Ball feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock.
Home team foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Yo, GG's though.
Makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Richmond.
Does anybody want to play defense on my team? Does anybody want to help me out on my team?
Display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Yeah, this guy thinks he's coming back.
And there's cool. And then there's ice cold. Peyton playing with ice in his veins.
Bro, I'm not a dummy. I'm not a dummy, okay? Wow, I missed the open shot.
Into the lane.
We're not dummies. We're not dummies. You can give it to Wimby.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Player of the game.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Oh, wow. This game is so ass. This game is so ass. This game is so ass.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Put Elgin Baylor in.
Their enemy and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. No one near Williams.
Yo, he might just make that too. I was about to say, he just might make that, knowing how bad 2K is.
But they come up empty-handed. And so it's Washington who's...
That's crazy. We out here losing in close games with noobs, bro. I'm going to go back to the Elgato setup because streaming off the console just not it. The latency is horrible. Alright, bro, we gotta switch this up. Julius, you gotta go back to the 2, my boy. We need defense there. LaMelo is not that crazy at the 2. Yeah, let's get the 1. We need LaMelo coming off the bench. I just might bench Wemby. Let's see how that works. Let's see how that works. What else we got up in here? I mean, we got Joel Embiid. Is he better than Brook Lopez? That is the question. He just might be. Hey, look at their tendencies. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. We gonna cut Brook. For Joel, we gonna see how Joel do. It's crazy. Nobody wants to argue this morning. I'm surprised. I'm real surprised. You have stuck poop in your colon. Tired of seeing these advertisements, man.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to the bullshit. Oh, that's a good hit right there.
With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
That's good. We back on the map. We're back on the map. Spin the wheel. Of course, when I put my Wemby on the bench, somebody has some starting Wemby. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, yo.
And it's gonna be the elites.
We just might not win.
Here's Ewing.
Oh man, this nigga's an all baller.
Irving for three. Pure from three-point range.
How about Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc?
Outside Irving. Outside Irving.
Irving with Irving.
Screen. From behind the arc.
That's good. Don't give him space like that next time,
he
bro.
probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ewing lays it up and banks it in.
Boy, down low, Ewing's strength gives him the upper hand. He's pretty agile as well, helping him push through the contact.
Wembanyama, no good.
Well, let me get that Wemby on you, bro.
Alexander. He'll bring it up for Washington. It's a 5-point game. Clark, we all continue to be amazed.
Oh, yeah, go. Giannis out here? What do you like
most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the lines.
I didn't even realize
he's
that.
Not taking any plays off. He's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Y'all fuck with the court, though. The court hard.
He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Yeah, he's going to hit one of those hoes.
Tumble with a rebound.
I don't know when, but he's going to hit one of them.
Open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Ooh. Oh, good block. I mean, that nigga like 7'5".
As the elites keep possession. And so it's the elites with it. Fires for three. The rebound by Edey.
Bro, I'm about to get rebounded. I'll rebound it all game. I ain't even gonna pass it.
1:57 left to play in the first. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And there's a pick. There's the triple.
Nah. Irving playing good
there, making an impact at the defensive end.
Here's Wembanyama.
He gonna make the cheesiest shit. He's not gonna make shit that makes sense. He's gonna make the cheesiest shit.
That's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And there's a whistle.
Come on, we're not scared of these niggas.
It's gonna be on Victor Wembanyama. Washington shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
A towering presence on both ends. Ewing is a nightly double-double threat for his team.
Nightly.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe.
Nightly double-double.
More than not.
Now here's Irving. The 17-footer. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
To the paint.
Oh, what about he about to bang on Giannis? Oh shit!
If you're gonna go for the crazy dunk, better finish it.
And Irving gets it to go.
I said that was about to be disrespectful.
Irving stretching out the defense, making the most of a rare trip behind the arc.
Pass to Ewing. Outside Irving.
Oh, there it is.
Takes the three. Washington again can't hit.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the elites. On the wing, Irving. Pass to Ewing. Irving looking around. There's a screen. Shot clock at 5. Over Irving. Washington again.
My gosh, the off ball is crazy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Detroit on top, up 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
This shit lame as hell, bro. Bunch of off-ballers, yo.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump
like,
out ahead in the
imagine
second
dropping
quarter.
money on this game and all you
Look at
do
what
is
we've seen
off-ball.
from
That
Detroit.
shit's
What do you
crazy.
guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They called that a foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. Washington trails by 3. Here's the pick. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebounded by Lopez.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's Mutombo. The rebound by Detroit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Brooke Lopez gets a 3. Lopez has got his first 3 points of the game.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Pass to Ewing. 4-3. Washington again can't hit. Detroit leading by 6. Now here's Lopez. Irving with a deep 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Irving's got 8. And here's Detroit. Now Booker hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Carter from outside drills it from deep. He's got 5.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Pass to Ewing. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Paul George pulls it in.
I don't know what he even tried to do there.
By 3. Griffin in the post. He's off on that one. Ooh, good D by Irving. Pass to Ewing. From outside the arc. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
3 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
Excellent work in close by Booker, showing how composed he is down there, too.
Pass to Irving. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From downtown. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Booker no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
The crossover. Rebounded by Lopez. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Seconds left in the second quarter. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Just like clockwork, Lopez doing damage inside.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here. Well, I tell you what, the big guy knows how to do that. Throw it down.
And there's the call on Devin Booker.
Bro, what?
That's his first foul.
Shit, I mean, I take it, but that's goofy as hell.
Quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Irving for 3. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Elite's out in front, leading by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And here is Irving. Yet to see a basket.
Somebody grab it.
Here we go. Ball with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Here's Embiid. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Here's Ball. Outside for Irving.
That nigga just too big, bro. Can't even make passes.
To the middle. Stolen by Wembanyama. He's all alone. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Yeah, and it's Wembanyama's length that leads to the steal and gets them out and running.
Bro, what is he trying to do? Like, what
so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
He tried to pipe on Wembanyama.
Easy layup right there. I mean,
no homo.
Make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So
with Kyrie Irving.
First one falls for him.
I tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Both free throws good from Irving. And a minute played as the second half gets going. There's Ball with a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And here's Detroit. Outside Irving. And there's the screen. Pass to Edey. Over Ball. Edey, that's good. Edey's got 5. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come
It's
down
not
to the
even
wire.
fair, nigga.
Now a timeout called by Washington. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Ball is so smart with the ball in the pick and roll situation. Already handles these sets like a 10-year vet.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis using his size inside.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside Wembanyama. From outside, off the mark. And Irving has got the ball here for Detroit. on the shot, so he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And he makes a first. Both free throws good from Irving. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Screen by Embiid. Stolen by Women.
What the hell?
Detroit calls timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Booker. Wembanyama with some nice D. The Elite's trailing. The three from Ball. Aggressive from deep. LaMelo Ball.
Boy, that's pretty amazing accuracy on Ball's shot. You see a lot of young guys operating from deeper and deeper range. He's one of them.
Carter from outside. And again, no good by Detroit.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Embiid's shot is good.
3 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
There's something that is great about Booker. He doesn't take all outside shots. I mean, Devin can score it inside, too.
Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Outside Booker. Screen by Griffin. This one for three. Booker can't get it to go. Washington leading by 4. Here's the break. Back to Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
16 seconds left in the third. Inside. And it's blocked. He keeps control of the ball.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Out to the right wing. And here's Ingram outside. And we've reached the end of the third. The Elite's out in front. They're up 7. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's Ball. To the inside. Johnson on the wing. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Detroit trails by 7. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And it's Washington with the ball. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Ball. No good there. Good work defensively by Lopez. Booker with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside Booker. Lets a floater go. Oh, a tough make from Booker.
cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. The kick out to Griffin. Back to Carter. George scanning the floor. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped. On the break. Wow, Wembanyama running the floor. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Washington.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Embiid.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Outside Wembanyama. The 3-ball. The shot misses. Washington leading by 6. And here's Ingram from the arc. Nails it from 3.
Ingram came into the league with an elongated shooting motion. They're working to tighten that thing up, and he's making some progress.
He buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Edey. Detroit trails by 6. Outside Wembanyama. Now a timeout called by Washington.
Look at that.
From our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during the last break I heard Mike D'Antoni as he talked with the team. He said, keep it going guys, ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. To Mutombo from 18 feet away. Count it!
What an outstanding play by Mutombo, showing up for his team with some assertive offense.
Wembanyama screen. Irving for 3. And it's Irving with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Duncan. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Now it's a 7-point Washington lead.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. The rebound by Detroit.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Pass to Irving, and Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's George. Misses, and you know he wants Allen back. So it's It's Washington picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win.
Okay, this is no surprise. Get down. Look me in my eyes. If you make it, I'm gonna do my job.
Hold on, bro. I gotta pause. You know, YouTube a little sensitive about the music. You gotta take off the music, man. Don't copyright me, bro. Don't copyright me.
Push me to the limit. I jump out and show you my demo.
How we turn off the music? What the hell? Oh, there it go. Alright, we good, man. I forgot to take that off. Alright, let's see where we at, bro. Week 2. I don't know why I just did that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We got 18 pieces. And obviously we're not getting none of these goats. Don't need them really. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting Adam, Nick, or Bradley, but we don't need none of these guys. We got all of these guys. Well, I had this card. I just got this card back. I literally traded him in for badges, and I opened up the 100 overall option, and they gave me this guy again. So I believe 2K should do 100 plus, man. We're already in July. Like, we are already in July, so like I believe it should be 100 plus. Maybe they'll do it next week for the next third week of festival, GOAT Festival, whatever this shit's called. But like none of these guys run on my team. Like if I really needed somebody, it probably would be Jack Seekman. But like none of these guys run on my team. This is a mid Dennis Rodman compared to the previous 2Ks. I really want Greg Popovich, but you need 10 GOAT pieces. I think he should be 5. Honestly, I think he should be 5 GOAT pieces. But, you know, I don't make the game. The devs do. If I made the game, I'd probably make it fair for people. So we need, what, 22 more pieces? Because we have 18. Nah, I lied. We need 32 more pieces. Sheesh. I mean, like, what we can do is grind the breakout challenges. And then we'll get our GOAT piece and we'll get automatically 30. But I just don't think we're going to get anybody good out that 100 overall pack, man. I pulled so many free 100 overall packs. Haven't got a single person worth running on my team. I lied. I think Oscar Robertson was the only runnable person at the time out of all the 100 overall packs that I opened.
Welcome to 2K Sports.
Only Oscar.
We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan.
Trying to see if they sneak a little Yao Ming in there. I need that. Or Victor Wembanyama, 100 overall. Oh, damn. As soon as I talk about Yao Ming, dude has Yao Ming. crazy. Damn, this nigga just started. He got one win.
So Long Beach wins.
It's always the niggas that just start. That's the craziest thing.
Yao. And Yao slams it in.
Now check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those
bro got blessed.
Easy picking.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drives to the hoop. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Yao. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes
what? He just got him into the hole.
People in the know how good of a defender he is.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look for that.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to George.
Bro, he was just cutting and then he stopped. He stopped mid cut.
And finished off by Yao.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is
nigga
just
abusing Yao Ming,
right now
bro.
to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis.
Yeah, I'm scared of that.
A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
Come on, man.
Power move from the point.
I'm not falling for none of those
in this
moves.
league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And Washington has possession. Following the
We do
three-pointer
the
by
same
Long
shit.
Beach. Three-pointer.
Come on, you gotta step up, y'all. Lucky I missed that.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now with the ball. 8 points for him. And easy.
It's gonna be the Yao Ming game, bro. That's all it's gonna be.
Got 10 points in the game.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Long Beach. They lead by 7. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Wembanyama, a screen. .106 left in the first quarter. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
They not letting me make a shot.
No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Russell with a wide open look. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
That was a foul.
Long Beach leading by 7. Outside, Russell launches a 3.
They keep switching my peoples, bro. Like, I can't do nothing about it. They just keep switching.
We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Come on, bro. We know you're not that
To
great.
the middle. Here's Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
To the paint. Here's Yao. Crafty move.
Computer doing whatever it want to do.
Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And a wide open look for... And he hits the buzzer beater.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Long Beach.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
Here's Russell with the three. The Leafs trail by 7. Now, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming
Yo,
from.
I can't make nothing.
From a bottom
This is
5
crazy.
defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Pass to Banchero. 5 on the clock. Over George. To the left side wing.
Everybody's open. Every single time. Everybody.
By Yao spotting the open man. That isn't usually a big part of what he does.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. The Elite with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Mismatch again.
Inside. Atumbo. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Washington calls timeout.
Nothing I can do, bro. They keep just giving mismatches every single possession. Nothing I can do.
For Long Beach. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And a deep three from Ball. And again, Washington no good. Long Beach leading by 12. Butler from outside. And Long Beach hits again from deep.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Outside Butler. Pass to Thurman. Now Butler. And Long Beach again with the bucket.
Yeah, you can't get Butler.
I just see how easy that is. Like, all the nigga got to do is set a screen.
You know he's going to let it fly.
And, like, you're just open every time.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And really, it's been a
Like, that shit is super OP.
Their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
There's a screen. Korver gets a wide open look. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
From downtown. Hands it from downtown. Thurman's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Ingram. Martin with the block. Back to Bamba.
Wow, he gets the ball back.
And finished off by Martin.
And this is Martin at his best, getting that deep position and putting on the hard hat there and attacking the rim.
To the inside. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Bamba's shot is off. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Elites. Down by 15. And Embiid showing his range right there.
Come on, Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Hey, bro, I'm not going to move with you, bro. I don't know what you're doing.
And Long Beach again with the bucket.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
That'll do it for the first half. Long Beach leads by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
Hey, luck has arrived.
Here's Ball. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
To the middle. Here's Bamba. Good, and Butler gets the assist. And Long Beach leads by 14.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is,
this guy must be bored. Like, I don't know why he's pressing him.
Outstanding at using his size inside.
Bro, how did I miss?
The way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll
FYE, bro. I'm not going to quit.
Fires from way outside. Again, ball missing. Long Beach leading by 17. Thurman.
I don't care if I'm down by 1,000 points.
After taking the nice feed on the run.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Long Beach with the rebound.
And even against
a terrible
as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Bamba's shot is off. The leads trailed by 19. Ingram deciding where to go with it. To end the run with the drive.
The second overall pick in 2016. Ingram's a special talent at 6'8". He can do anything offensively.
Wait, is he really 6'8"? Because they got him listed as 6'10".
Pass to Mark. Ingram with
Look
the
at
steal.
Ingram.
1:57 left for the third.
Wow.
No good on the wing three.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
There's a good
Oh, that's
screen.
good.
The
Ran
shot
right
by
into the
Butler,
screen.
nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Ingram puts up a deep three. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he has Limitless Legend. I don't think so. I think he just has Hall of Fame.
Outside Butler. Pass to Bamba. Outside Korver. Bamba sets a screen. And Kyle Korver hits from deep.
Dang, bro. That's all you got to do is just shoot with Kyle Korver.
Beyond the arc in the third for Long Beach. Tipped away. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Drills it from outside. Bird's got 5.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Here's Russell with the 3. And Long Beach hits again from deep.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Over to the wing. Banchero outside. Driving inside. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And, boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
Russell from long range. The elites pull it in.
You know, you gotta lose. You know, you're on a winning streak. You gotta lose sometimes.
5
It's
points
just
in the
the
game.
waves of 2K.
Bird outside. Misses the 3.
I don't understand Larry Bird's jump shot, bro. Like that bitch.
And so it's Long Beach.
That bitch butter, but it don't go in.
As the quarter wraps up.
I don't understand that shit.
Been outstanding, amazing shooting.
That's why they dropping a GOAT card. GOAT Larry Bird today. Another unattainable fucking card that you can't get.
A lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things.
Unless you put $300 into the game in July.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Long Beach. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Lets it go with a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Russell's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Long Beach. Here's George. Driving in. Count it. Good.
And the speed of George on the drive. Amazing at attacking the rim.
Here is Russell. Pass to Yao. Out to the right
Bro,
wing.
stop with the switching.
Just 5 to shoot. Bankero.
Oh my gosh, bro. They just switch.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Bankero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Outside, George.
What is it? Defenders will switch according to. What the hell? Why is that on? Nah, it says no. It says no help. This game is retarded. It says no help is on, but they're switching. I don't get it.
Driving to the basket. Rebound by Paolo Bankero. Pass to Maxwell. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Elites. Out to Bird. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. No good on the 3. Outside, Russell. To Mutombo. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And this is the kind of fire Gilgeous-Alexander plays with. How about the response there?
The shot by Yao. And Long Beach again with the bucket.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the link to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
And here's Russell from outside the arc. And Long Beach hits again from deep.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes that.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
To the wing on the left. The 3 from Maxwell.
I swear, this game is rigged, bro.
And yes, he'll go to the line.
Like, end this game, please. End this game.
And some stats here, guys.
No, he a cheater. He only got 1 win.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip. And
He ain't playing off his back account.
Enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit. taking no chances. They go on one last run.
No, this nigga's fingers hurt. His all this movement and shit. I'm like, bro, I promise you, you ain't gotta do all that. I'm not even playing defense.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
This nigga feeling himself.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something to maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Rebound by Yao.
And when you are as
crazy because the opal Wembanyama's starting to feel like the pink Wembanyama now.
To take that shot,
crazy.
It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And so it's Long Beach with the W. This crowd was stuck.
Please get me up out of hell, bro. Please. Please get me up out of there.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Washington. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
Get the perimeter.
Here's Irving. And ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
The shot, no good. Mutombo is a nice D. Irving with a clean look. Off target from outside. Brown deciding where to go with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Mutombo grabs the board.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you got to put down in his face.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jalen, it'd probably be the three-point shot.
The kick out to Brown. Stolen by Ewing. And the basket by Mutombo.
Not everyone has the green light to take that three in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Now here's Harden. To the middle. Stolen by Ewing. Pulls up on the wing. Good on the jump shot.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Tatum on the wing. And the dunk by Tatum.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Now, here is Harden. And a missed layup. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Harden with it. He's picked up by Irving. Tatum with it. With the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 5 now.
Love the way Paul George shares the rock. Sometimes I think doesn't get enough credit for his ability as a distributor.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Back to Irving. Beyond the arc. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. New York trails by 5. Harden left side. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh my, James Harden with a statement right there.
It's stolen by Adebayo. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Elites lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
New York calls timeout. New York trails by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And on the way from Irving for 3. Here's George. The kick out to Irving. Nice ball movement by Washington. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Pass to Mutombo. And it's to Kembe with the jam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And finished off by Robinson.
Just a fantastic decision maker. Cunningham giving it up in that two-man set.
It's stolen by Mutombo. George with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And George gets it to go. In a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Washington.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
The offensive rebound. Washington leading now by 6. Got that one up quick. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
No, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
Traps in the tray.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Ewing. And it's Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. Plenty of space. And the basket by Mutombo. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Outside for Robinson. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The Elites leading by 8. To the paint. And Durant sends it back.
It's pretty hard to shoot over a 9-foot standing reach. KD send him back.
Robinson misses. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
my goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
First personal foul.
30 seconds left in the first half. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that combination of length and instincts, that's what makes Cunningham so competitive at the defensive end.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And so it's Washington, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Right back after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. New York trails by 6. Harden scanning the floor. Down low. Here's Bull. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
And the Elites call time here. And Washington making a change here.
Checking in for Washington, Brandon Ingram.
Washington leading now by 4. Outside Irving. From deep. And Tatum pulls it down. Here's New York. Nice move. Oh, Tatum, a wicked slam.
Well, you can see the level of aggression. If Jason Tatum sees a window of opportunity to drive it, he will expose it.
Wembanyama outside. And Ball sends it back. Pass to Brown. Adebayo with the ball. Outside Tatum. For the lead. He can't get it to go. Now here's Marion. Lets it go. It's good from the top of the key. And the Elites lead by 4.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Pass to Adebayo. Brown outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Sean Marion. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Julius Irving.
A determined James Harden. Now that is a problem for the defense.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The Elites leading by 4. Wembanyama, a screen. And that's a foul called on Bol Bol. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
And Washington making a change. Inside, Wembanyama. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so it's New York with it. Pass to Bol. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The three is drilled by Tatum.
Now, the ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Ball from long range. Kept alive. The second chance effort. Wembanyama, no good. They haven't led the game yet. A chance to do so right here.
Looking for that upper hand right now.
Harden outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal.
That one on Embiid.
Second team.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it. He can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
And it's tied up with that one. Both teams deciding to change it up. And the free throw is good. Now leading by one.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Ball from long range. Hits it from three-point range. Ball's got himself on the board with three there. And here's Harden. Robinson up top. Back to Harden. For Ingram. Out of bounds. The Elites take possession. 44 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Ball. Out to Marion. Out to the wing. It's Ingram on the wing. He has yet to score. Here's Wembanyama. Robinson pulls it in. Ingram with the steal.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And we wrap up the third, and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And right after... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Mary for the three, and the basket by Mutombo. Mutombo's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Elites. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. New York moving the ball around. Baseline try. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
And a deep three from Ball. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Leonard to the inside. That's tipped. 6 on the shot clock. New York calls timeout. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the New York head coach talking to his team. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations, and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the three. We're good, guys.
All right, thank you, David. There's Ball with the three. It's rebounded by New York.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Harden outside. Back to Adebayo. Duncan with the block.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Ball from deep three-point territory. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
To the paint. Here's Tatum. Missed inside. The Elite's trailing. Outside ball. Here's the three. Trains it from beyond the arc.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Harden outside. Screen by Bull. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Harden's got it all tied up now for New York.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Pass the ball. And here's Duncan. Here's Ball. The tray. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
Timeout. I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Washington calls timeout.
Substitution for Washington. Joel Embiid.
58 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Embiid. Embiid sledgehammers it home on the drive.
And there is no back down in Joel Embiid. He is ready to rise to the occasion in the big moments.
Misses the dunk. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Washington. Embiid punches it down.
And in the big moment, Embiid is your guy. He's always ready to go on the attack.
Tatum looking around. No good.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And I think they've had enough time to try and get the ball inside. And unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the rim, you've got a good chance to maybe try and draw a foul.
Irving from long range. Can't get the three to fall. So a close game sees New York take this one. One issue.